Hi folks, Dennis here with Quantum Creation, where we talk about the overwhelming support science has for the existence of God. Today we discuss God is light. In the Bible there are almost 100 passages that describe God and Christ as light. Many of these are descriptions as a metaphor, God being light. However, a number of them, such as 1 John 1:5, where Christ is letting us know that God is light and in Him there's no darkness at all. There are some passages that literally are telling us that God is light. Doesn't mean that all of God is light, but an aspect of God can act throughout His creation as light. Much like my voice is an aspect of me, it's not all of me. And when we look at science, especially in the field of quantum physics, some of the discoveries only 5, 10, 20 years old, we find that there is an overwhelming support for claims made throughout Scripture. We'll go over 5 of these phenomena in this video, very briefly, but look for other videos that will go over all of these 5 in greater detail. Claim number 1, God created the universe. Now, thanks to the scientists at CERN Laboratories in Geneva, Switzerland, with the Large Hadron Collider, they've been able to go back and recreate what occurred at the instance of the Big Bang. Now, at this moment, 13.8 billion years ago, there was no matter. So imagine all the stars and planets, space gas, everything of the universe condensing down and transitioning back to pure energy into a state of what's called a singularity. There's no time, there's no space. It's all contracted. That takes up 0 time and 0 space. And then explosion takes place. Light, scientists have discovered, was at this instance a part of a superforce and played a part in the development of matter. Einstein's E equals mc squared. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. Energy can convert and make matter. So light played a part in the development of making matter that makes us up, such as electrons. Going further, scientists discovered that in order for atoms such as hydrogen or carbon to hold their shape and their consistency, the electrons that orbit around in orbital shells around the nucleus are held in consistency around their orbits by light, a process called quantum electrodynamics. Light played a part in the creation of the universe and in the creation of atoms. Fantastic news. Claim 2, God created life. There are a number of conditions that have to be just right for life to originate on Earth and to be sustained over time, such as the tilt of the Earth, having the right moon, the right amount of water, a number of factors. But when you get down to it, for life to originate and to be sustained on Earth, what you need is the right temperature. Scientists say the Goldilocks zone. Now, anytime scientists are talking about temperature, they're referring to light frequencies, infrared light frequencies. Those are the thermal frequencies that give us heat. They have to be just right. Light is the major factor for life to originate on Earth and to be sustained. Also, because atoms have to have a consistency to be able to form into molecules such as amino acids and proteins, DNA, RNA, and everything that makes up life forms, the atoms are held together with a consistency because of light. And atoms are held together into molecules because light holds them together. So not only does light play a part in having the right conditions for life to originate and sustain on Earth, but light engages and actually allows atoms to exist at all. Claim 3, God is omnipresent, everywhere at all times. Here's the WMAP, the Wilkinson Microwave Anisotropy Probe launched by NASA in 2001. It was launched out into space to measure the temperature differences in the cosmic microwave background. And what they found astounded them. They saw that there was a consistent temperature throughout all of space, dating back near the beginning of the Big Bang. What it also tells us is light is everywhere throughout the whole universe. Not just here on Earth, but everywhere throughout the universe, light is present. Light is omnipresent. We also find in quantum electrodynamics, in the works of Richard Feynman and others, that light is everywhere with substance. Because all atoms are held together by light, light is omnipresent. Claim 4, God is omniscient, all-knowing. Matter exists in what's called a superposition, a wave-particle duality. It's one of the weirdest phenomenons and discoveries in quantum physics. And much more studying has to be done in this field to really get a handle on what brings about reality. However, experiments involve light to help with scientists to study the transition from an invisible wave to a physical manifestation as a particle. And in this transition, scientists use light to help this transition to occur. They find that unless they release the data or the knowledge of this transition taking place, for some strange reason, the transition doesn't occur. Light somehow has a knowledge of what's going on with everything in the universe. You'll want to see this video when it comes out. Claim 5, God is eternal and not bound by time. We measure time moving along at the cosmic speed limit, which is 186,000 miles per second. Now that's fast. However, from light's perspective, and thanks to the work of Albert Einstein in his works of special relativity and time dilation, from light's perspective, it takes 0 time to get from one end of the universe to the other. Everything contracts into a singularity, where it encompasses all time and all space. A crazy finding for sure. But what it means for us is that a photon that came into existence from our perspective 1 second after the Big Bang, 13.8 billion years later to today, has not aged 1 second. And in 13.8 billion years from now, that photon still will not age 1 second. Light is the same yesterday, today, and forever. But before I conclude this video, understand this. There are only 18 fundamental particles in the entire universe. Neutrinos, electrons, quarks, taus, muons, only 18. And of these 18, only the photon particle of light can align with all these 5 phenomena of creating the universe, creating life, omnipresent, omniscient, and not bound by time. So in the Bible, writings from thousands of years ago describing how God works in creation and that God is light, to identify the exact particle and means for God to be evident and work throughout His creation is astounding. There is a shift taking place, and the shift is overwhelmingly saying that science does support the existence of God, and in one way is through light. I'm Dennis with Quantum Creation. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you subscribe for more and like us on Facebook at Quantum Creation. Thanks for watching.